People also carry the abuse from home, carry the abuse from past relationships. What did I say?
Okay.
And sometimes on focus as me almost saying no cry, but usano the who with your parents now. If you don't work on yourself, you tend to how should I say it? Reciprocate what they did.
Abuse is a choice that people kind of choose to do. Uh-huh. But then what causes these stuffs? Maybe as a in fact, I will take it from maybe the mental health side,
Right.
and
Okay.
then maybe unresolved let's say issues in the relationship. So you have more problem, but then it's like a conconho. More come and see more say and solve problems. No.
Obu wɔ hɔ a ɔmfa ne nsa nka ho, ɔnyɛ
Okay.
ɔhwɛ, but ɔba abuse you. Why? Because yɛka abuse your physical abuse, your emotional abuse, your sexual abuse,
Okay.
your like your ɔmo different. Nti no, ebetumi awɔ ɛkwan bebree so a obi ɛyɛ dɛn ɛyɛ abuse you obi.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss.
Yeah, ma'am, good evening. Back inside TV. And you may Mabreshiana when you go so out here. Have a been kakra na yɛhwɛ ne nsɛn a ɛyɛ relationship abuse adɔɔso sɛ obi de sekan ɛku obi anaa obi hwi ase de gu obi so no adɔɔso nti no me ne ɔdwafoɔ ahyia a yɛbɛhwɛ nneɛma a ɛma saa de no ɛba relationship mu nti no menkyɛ ho no mɛda ma badwafoɔ adi ɛnɛ Simon ɛwɔ hanom. Simon ɔyɛ German, ɔyɛ system administrator ɔwɔ Germany. Sadi Ewahase, Sadi so MSc computer science students also a German, and I Jeffrey so Johnny from US also master students a business analyst and a data analyst and I'm a did you do my DM channel so friend and I'm a chim some German. My major form of Makwawa.
So
Yeah. And then come out with a program a nipa bebree akwan a relationship. Say obi hwe acid go bi so na obi wo obi sika obi bo obi tuo no. Ade e koso ntino ye be din come ahwe de de ba na ya fa futu sem kakra e betimi de aboa amasa na ma na brase. Mencha ho no me frase Jeffrey ho. Jeffrey.
yes.
Ususu say e dia na masa ade ma ba e wo relationship.
William Amincia Obia I think most of the times now William you're sorry my main parking most of the times now I think abuse no based on I will not say it's a trust issue, but I think it's like it's more based on the specific partner that you've been with. For instance, me say me me pay bar. Some of the things I make sure say bar no or abusive. I want say a man I can't abuse the abuse no etata mema say mema na abusive. But so I mean a man me share my if they abuse in terms of their words. What I say, Obu a onye ne nsa na o de abuse you. Obu e na no both me edu atem ebi aka obusafo ina. So that's the degree of abuse that me I look at for when like approach your bar in terms of how quickly is she or even men mankwa balance bit me abuse with words. So I think most of the times it should depend on the partner like you are going in for. Say mpako no unu na etina ehu some of the styles that you are with, and sometimes the people also carry the abuse from home, carry the abuse from past relationships. What did I say?
Okay.
And sometimes on focus as me almost saying no cry, but usano the with your parents now. If you don't work on yourself, you tend to how should I say it? Reciprocate what they did. What did I say? In the also sometimes if you a like what you saw with your parents now. So when you have conscious effort to stop it, a bit shock, like one way or the other, you tend to have the same traits. Now we sound like someone when someone reflects on you that I did papa I feel now remember say like you're repeating the same thing. So I think apart from that, it can be friends, influence of friends. It can be from where it can be your past relationships. I know like those are the stuff that I feel like they contribute to where the abuse comes from. But the fundamental thing is you have to be self-aware. Say your friend say otun nsa board that kra man fan show mu say onyi obeja say on net obeja onjai. What do I say? Odi whatever say we say onjai. So all those things are related things that I can add to it.
Okay. Remember I hope you na say o can obi can say be say o ko ware oba na be man say be man parents enti awale ase a like you say also ne wale ne end na eno no kire say ye fa suman bibre free ye maame ana ye parents e papa na say ye maame ho na ye de ebobra eti ye da say ye beba ho biem Simon my auntie also say at the end of this relationship abuse never.
Okay, me da say and what here for me tell we be I'm such me panels or high. I think so for me kakra mechanic say sometimes relationship more we have to know say abuse is a choice.
Okay.
Abuse is a choice that people kind of choose to do. But then what causes these stuffs maybe as a in fact is I will take it from maybe the mental health side.
Right. Okay.
And then maybe unresolved let's say issues in the relationship. So you have more problem, but then it's like a konkonho. More common is see more say and solve problems, no. And then these kind of things kind of progress to depressions, and then those nyoma nikikaboma na fe no they now the start here say will be say will be abuniwe anyway. These kind of things me who say issues are more resolved here from the start of the relationship. When I say their personal mental health kamboma na ema omo choose say omo be being abusive or take and abusive as Jeffrey said and yes be our tone sometimes how to have control, have control over the relationship will be an no more say na no bro there so say bibia say or upper hand over and this kind of control need choice ube choose as a person now based on that maybe one to me and control who now my other depression misunderstanding one to me resolve yeah. And then sometimes any abscess will be I think recently it will be a the girlfriend will trying to say then yeah issue now can those man they be how say more problem instead some better na no mass solve problem no say na tie e bi a want to wase akọ baby na me kom baby no no mo de konkon ho saa na afi no ba akọ akodi ba akọ for me I will start with this kind of mental health issues unresolved relationship problems at the end it brings depression and other things now people choose to go further a woman with depression is need taking control over them and then other things any anxiety need taking control over them and then based on that, no more choose sell more a bit one as on bear when yeah, make angle no will be on this side. Yeah.
All right, yeah, that's it. And you can na mesa ba ho bi na yentie Cedric so Cedric also susu say e dey na dey saa enema we ba.
Ken medase ma Emma akwenya na wa mami no. Michicha wote phone ya. Na
Okay for you.
me debia mekasa twina nkoya mfanche enye me kom kasa. And the befafa. Obi say tree English, tree in English. Michicha upano so no also yeah bra Simon ne Jeffrey. First of all, the mechanic say maybe I know being abuse no mpo ase. Ibu wa he ka abuse a obi fi say o ebi a bema na asa oba ede ne nsa abọ ne ho kafo anasa ne mpena ene na ya abuse dabi. Obu ho a onfa ne nsa nkan onya
Okay.
ohwe but oba abuse you. Why? Because you can abuse your physical abuse, your emotional abuse, your sexual abuse.
Okay.
Your like your different into no ebetimi awo kwan bebree so a obi abuse you obi into no yɛmfa no into ansa na woka sɛ ɛyɛ na efiri he na ade me nso magye nkyɛn ne sɛ ebi wɔ ha na efiri disrespect so ebi wɔ ha na efiri disrespect sɛ na yɛbra Simon no ka sɛ ebi a ɔno obi wɔ hɔ na sɛ biribi esi wɔ mu ntem na insert sɛ mo bɛka no mo anka ebi ana de esi nie ebi ana ɔbɛrima no anaasɛ ɔka sɛ obi nso ofili sɛ ɔno na ɛwɔ sɛ ne kasa yɛ final say wagye ase sɛ no sɛ esi ne sɛ amba ne sɛ anaasɛ yɛmfa ne sɛ bɛrima no na ɔfili sɛ ɔwɔ final say anaasɛ ɔbaa no ɛkɔ kambro so a abɛrima no hu sɛ asɛ wopɛ sɛ wotwi fa me so bi asɛ wombɔ me bi na omo say ebi a first time ebesi no hwee enhye dan on react bi nti no asɛ to aso bedu bebi asɛ na be ma ne hu no sɛ abi o asɛ wo no sisi a no wo pɛ o kyerɛ me sisi ni say normally no you have physical abuse most of the time you ka sɛ ɛyɛ mema but statistics so kyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ man no na mostly physical more abusing mema no more because I think we are in a society bema na say me sisi a me wo we na say me ire abebo masuma na say bibia me ntimi mba ma me ka jam say chale me ire abebo masumo chale boys besro ntino society na ama ayeden say bema no yeden obebie na no akasa say ofa nyema bi say mu sa nso na ema no nso timi mostly na I think say bibia ma no power sexual ntino so no the sexual abuse no say bia pese mema na de ho beka no anaase bibi anaase mema na so ye sexual abuse ebia no office so ne abaya ne da no achinchin na oba na to ho ebia oba ne mpese obeye kra na sabio ono de na ono de ne nepe ebefa oba no sebe ntini nia no nso ye abuse ni bi but see am kai no ebi wo ho na me imagine chere say disrespect no and another thing so me kind of say a misunderstanding because say understanding or what ebia obetimi ate ase say ebia mafomo normally no say ade a see etimi nya ntowase any understanding say etimi say okay ebia na temeka o ebia na yɛmfa no sɛ ebia na bɛrima ɔbaa no nkyerɛ bibi mu no ebia ɔkaa bibi no ɛkɔbaa no sɛ ebia se ɔkaa no wanka ne yie bɔ ebia se ɔkaa no ebi atọ bɛrima no asom no antọ no asom yie but bɛrima no fii sɛ ebi ɔbaa no edi n'atam anaasɛ waka n'asɛm anaa biribi saa nanso ebi a bɛrima no nya ntoboaseɛ na sɛ ɔtena ase adwene ho ɔbɛhu so ebi a na nyɛ sei na ɔbaa no ba akyerɛ ebi a sei mu na ɔba akyerɛ but ohun sɛ ntɔkwa ba na sɛ kasakasa ba ne yɛntumi nya ntoboaseɛ ɛnka sɛ okay ebi a ɛnyɛ saa na ɔba akyerɛ ɛnyɛ saa na ɔba akyerɛ so nti no me hu no sɛ yɛtumi nya ntoboaseɛ ɛne obuo ɛma yɛn ho a ɛtumi avoid saa nyɛma no Nti me nso madwen kyerɛ no.
All right. A good point now we're making. No. Now, say you share the entire reading como ya. O check Cram Check TV. Guy no boy Juma. Now I the pages yeah, or the stories or the bar. Back just recently, last year, Bema Ekun Yere, Esan Mami Yunukan, Eja Kwala or 5 months actually. Yeah, Bema ni Jana Koshe, and so woman, your friends to whom, yeah, Mr. Just Mantiana or my police investigation ya Kocheno. Eti ya masa nneɛma wei no ɛno nti na ama yɛdi nkɔmmɔ yi nti sɛ wohwɛ ne a yɛhwɛ nneɛma a ɛde ɛyɛ abuse ɛsaa aba relationship mu whether aware anaasɛ ɛyɛ normal relationship be a girlfriend boyfriend anaa dating deɛ ɛyɛ a ne yɛtaa ka no eti mabadwafoɔ akyerɛ ɔmo adwene bebree na Simon ma yɛnti yo na ɛfa wɔ last rest to aso ma me.
The mechanics once relationship more
Okay.
And I say sometimes now you dress how you want to be addressed. And they are I'm for how almost epic drama na our relationship more. Almost a drama no relationship with two-door I say in Kenya a crabby bum yeah I think say sometimes
Obo na edo no aso.
yeah I think say some lady be interview me or say ne boy ne bona say numre no do no so ye pa na me say and you know it said American a choice. One question that I wanted to even throw, I say, do people do abuse? Do we learn abuse or we choose abuse? This is the question. Do people kind of as they are growing?
Your question, two different questions, but what do you want? To me, what? Going to America, I was it? Do you choose? Do you choose abuse or do you learn abuse?
Yes.
By choosing abuse, no, you are learning it. And I meant to say you can choose to learn it. You can choose to learn it. So
yeah.
I mean, a bit tricky, but yeah, so.
Yeah. For me, you know, as any maybe drew a point in life also choose peace over everything. Maybe a madruno or Baba my brabo na we will not last. Yenche because I will always choose peace over any bia and me make sure say me my man on travel me making sure say so bua me the man you know me obu a say me expect say odu obu me no assembly or you have to learn sometimes also this kind of say energy freak as a kind of trauma from childhood and those things and also play a major role in our this abuse in relationship. And you know, going forward, you know, uno be shiana, uno be din koma. So make sure so we're finding out the childhood traumas. What are the fears? You know, Bena, those money are very important. So finding out because one finding out from the beginning at the end, no back with a problem now.
And then you went out
yeah, that time near Taiwo Quench, or I say, me, Obi Crambo say, or no, say, Naira Wona, say, and to my bonimua, and to my bonimua, bufu. You know, there are some people who are some, who are only the parents and Obu because of childhood in your beninti, be around this time, and to my bonny and I never payable and say the other way into the so go through that way, no, so it brings up some some childhood stuff and on a cause in which any panel you make sure say you ask about all these things. Do you have any childhood trauma? Is it a way that we can resolve it, therapy or whatever? And now getting back to my point in dynamic about mental health, these are also issues that you have to take. The issue is that where I'm coming from, Ghana na free no, you take mental health serious. You know say nipa no was no power bonnet time.
My main guys are saying now do we declare any book or do mental health? But if you have a case, I said, bro, and just any real, very real, but the thing is, people prioritize issues, right? If you have a lot of problems now, you prioritize the ones you can handle first. What I say. Until then, no, like, but yeah, realistic. Say you can't about depression at some point about depression. And bro, Janka me depression got me. Yeah, Matia, but not depression. Children, I'm say, hey, Charlie, and yeah, the kid too. But you chromo ha. Who the other day only be why depressed?
When you be a friend depression, you cry.
What do you mean spelling bo?
Okay,
What I say?
Papa Bia or say ne ba ne ba girl bachelor na. I don't know say na funny video another. Or we bachelor, we see when you broken heart. Oh yeah, bachelor.
Was it? I say, wow, we university so in broke heart. I say, any mama I'm federal pa and not 27 or sin Kabaka or say, me doing Canada. So, but so, and your man be because the be you free, you know, you're kind of very true. Like, we have to, like, the country itself, the people of the country itself have to look into some of these things because according to say because of Nyamana Yefimina they didn't know this
Globally.
aspect, you know, yeah, you share that aspect. Because Chalobia Jane said Chalo bit into our bones of Barbara China so home and for Nyamana. Most be brain now only active. Sabi, yeah, my memory and Anamona there then. Now more village. I'm gonna how much because
Yeah.
I don't know yeah na wako from into the nature or release stress na there or you're active so exercise na there eboa ama adwenje no ete side depression in yama no so but city life no rat race na there ninti chale into me enye hwe emfa so but oba ha te baby a Germany away bro 61 no twi back that's one Ghana 45 for crap man. So these are some of the things like we as a people we have to look into it how we can try and then handle these issues and that's how they are heading honestly speaking heading.
Yeah, a big problem. Even
Yeah.
even our schooling system. You say because of me psychology no yeah. Oh yeah, then psychology how they baby you you know.
Who go really want to drink?
You see, these kind of things we have to really think of because a woody any those in your man a course. So
Yes.
we have to nipa no about tie at the office so master you want to come no accident
But yes what is no not free.
sanity accident we brace
Yeah.
or kwan so nyina no it could be those issues.
Drink or driving or refing.
You know, we have to think about these mental issues, mental health issues. Now we have to also consider because these are things nipa no obey we na fini ni aba no si the maye ni afi na ode ne ho na wani abre so obedi ewu na gina ho oh we di ewie no adwane gina ho na ma fa o sesi obusi se medi entimu so me mo obedi ewie na fini ni aba no so na si erade mawu na fi odi america kwan. So we should learn how to handle this mental health issue and our relationship must bisa for nyina kwan bisa mu ye bisa akoya akofa ne onti nkensin pen akoya mekofa ne uhwe na buhwem ese obisa gay akofa ne
me try no my example abaye bi a minim no na ose boy okofa na me so Oko boy ni fia. Boy ni bra. Boy ni yere. Na de ohun pa. Na ne papa nso yɛ the same thing. And I can say that was when I also who said no, Charlie, abort. Also me abort mission. But no, one fine here. And I feel do so. Because a idea when who say no, it becomes normal to you. Who feel so that is when I have to take power. So who feel say no my bema, who bema if you listen na man power na the idea. Into and there also and yes be a con and yes be a obeying with intention, but ever happen. So it be na Jeff say and answer na say you have to check all these things with yourself. Then who say okay, you are not also going through those things, and I say you are not also doing those things because maybe I didn't say sometimes to me are there and some will say hey why a mistake because maybe a better than reflex action. Obana can't be no what to say because who disrespect me. I didn't process it that say pa once I born to try there na student, but then we who signs I normal but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, said you can see more can a good point, but because I dream no and no na minya place ba for na American. Enipa no ko kun oba no enye na yire no no. Oba ma na nkasa na yire no wo US. E na wo wi akora so etu obi awo no obi eyire e na eja wo ko ho. Ena sources kyerɛ sɛ bɛrima na o US nsɛn this kan kora ba girl na hɔ a wo na wo sɛn this kan. Eti bɛrima no ɛba Ghana kɔɛ. Enti akyire na ɔbaa no ka kyɛn so ɔnyem ti ɔbaa no kora wo anka bɛrima no ɛba aba bɛyɛ ato akora ne din o. Ɛne sɛ we ne fa ho kokum. Ɔbaa no kum ne mma mpanimfo mmienu gya akwara ketewa na yawo no. Wɔn sɛ ɔno deɛ ɛyɛ ne mogya nti wanku no. Enti sɛ de sim ɔka na ɛde ɛpa ne ba na adwene mu ma no kodi sɛ awu no.
Yeah.
Enti ɛyɛ ade a ɛwɔ sɛ no so yɛhwɛ wɔ sɛ psychological program no ɛyɛ more sɛ Ghana anaasɛ Africa na wiase yɛbɛma no Western world deɛ ɔmo psychologists ho hia ɔmo paa than yɛ back home because back home no menyi ne sɛ obi bɛhyɛ da kutua sika sɛ ɔkɔ psychologist wakɔ.
Uni Jumedi.
Yeah, me am the example now.
Guys, only the this guy.
Me don't be example now. Me like now me ta Philippines or me just to say. Eti my ECG ne some tests be brave. I press some akoma. We say okay, heart there. The mesh machine mu. Asa transfer me cry. My master ko regional hospital sunya. Afi eti lastly, doctor baako say or refer me to me psychologist. Na me pray doctor no kasa me hwɛ za so wo se mu anko apie adwane de me mu yɛ me no. O say my dwene mu na kyerɛ me say me wo pain. Enti no. Yeah, it said o kan e ade a ho hia. Yeah. There's no point.
Well, me for we chat to Abraham Papa ase na Papa de say when di fufu a typical Ashanti man when di fufu a just say we buada.
Yeah.
And oko hospital no me say say ne area ne nti say doctor no I'm recommending my specialist no call doctor no. Neseja idea de say no ubeja fufu ni di enyumre na say tene o sorry a say fruit be nice so her doctor nanim no I heard me ma me anim Abrante what do you say Abrante what do you say and a doctor so like community guy or community one half or a doctor what do you say so I jam me 30 years oh yeah oh me who
Bien new.
Wakwa ba betwa me fufu Yeah, go why? It's way now what they say what did they say what did they call psychologists for?
Asemo say obi a yawo abete o wanyine be ka je say bi nya food.
Yeah, before yeah, go why?
All right. See what you that's me for points no. Yeah, sabi you ti o da so far la last rest to aso my.
Simon Kaya unim the odu sikabe okun therapist o the other. But I mean, to be honest, no, we have to be very self-conscious because this abuse thing, sabio men kase na your community, me carry community, me kase Ghana, men kase ni nyo. But then idea na that big, sa, and I said, na idea go for ye this year. First, crowd for people say, a BP impose wa boy, and all bow to sabo bema. Very ample. But this year, I am normal to the extent that a bontimpo. It means see, idea me catch on go for the and say, yes, I have a big, and I say, be a mechanic jam in the man, but idea I'm super grateful for. I be a medanya me as a me who am my many papa team. Okunu oyede a omenya kasakasa omenya ntokwa
Yeah.
but omu radem na omu da sorry a adechia obi sounds enya gofo we na enu enyume no omu kono
Omo kono.
ase hwiensi so basata no na nipe so na unnim like uhun o ya dia ohun keke ba onti ase ba edum pempen so obi na ade ni simichi na mo say no Charlie ade no be different so what I say but make I say nyame adom na ebia and also a corner sa na me hu no sa ntino me amete baby a yifi kra no sabio you krom utimi unu ageto aya de utimi bono so na say na nyama asesa but me ti me nua girl kra me fa me nua ageto ba me fa me nsanka ne da because enya ade a metimi bia me ka say me nua ba kra man fa me nsanka no wo ba ebi a oye me mpra na bi me yede de me nsanka uyo obi ba me nua ka man fa me nsanka no na ba ne say na obi ba de me fa me nsanka ka no so intino I was say very self-conscious say unim say ebia obi kan bibi pe na say asa wo pese wo to nsa so pese say wa ho say no o say o pe solution bi I was all starting with solution then na obetimi aye the current sanya man and I also ebia ever no so oba nso ko ebia next thing no be man can bi pese wo to nsa and I say oba say bi o ye say oba no tumi won attention maso ebia na oba no nso no ye mema say ati oba ka asem chewa na ya ntina oba idi wa tempoto eno sa no say be man ni controller obetimi ato no nsa ena ya nso no so unim say ebia ever nso yo oba na unim say ebia be man no say no tia wo so men so no nhwe boa no at men so no nhwe unim say o ka ne say obebo na nso wakoka wo so ye be man abo me ene so chon ye obedi ene simple na sa de eja wo oro nsa kwhim unim say be hye na oro nsa hye uro nsa hye ebe hye unim say akwa ipa udi na tem obo so also ye be ma fa nsa kan no abo was afi why surprise baby so but be ma nso unim so obey uye obedi watem nti wo so menye afa pe kwan foforo so a say krokro mpo na abe krokro na manajo na echire waka ho asema why na sa oba no so sa nti etimi nyama we at least enim no etimi boa na echire no ya pe kwan pa nkasa ebetimi e dey settle sa nyama ntimi demedema no ebesi no medase
All right, Mr. Medase, my video for Madam say moje bre na yedin komo na megidi yes wow hwe no so wasua na ma bebree na medabia me ka say me nua ba sa obo na mentwema ba bu enti mo sa adwen ne enti ni kwan say me so me ebo obi nua ba say de ye ka enti ansa na wo ne oba na be ma wo ne oba so no be ma wo ansa na wo be abuse no dwene ho say unua bi obi de sa de no ye na anaasɛ ɛtɛn no sɛ wobɛdi di wo a wobɛyɛ okay ansa na wayɛ dɛ wode ayɛ obi sɛ wofiri sɛ marriage na anaasɛ relationship na awɔ mu no wayɛ fed up wayɛ sɛ best sɛ wobɛmove out dan sɛ wobɛku nipa no anaa bɛhwie ase de agu no so anaa wode no bɛfa emotional abuse mu nkɔmmɔ yɛ di sɛ wowɔ ho comment bi abɛtumi de ato comment section hɔ wopɛ sɛ wojoin so a wobɛtumi agɛte in touch na yɛ next episode no yɛde wobɛba na so waba abɛ ɛne akyɛ w'adwene awɔ share Kinside TV na like na subscribe ma yɛ abɛdwafoɔ medam ase biom sɛ mogye brɛ na mbaayɛ
yes, yeah, that was so. To and Safra.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is